Intro. Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that is crucial for anyone looking to harness the power of artificial intelligence, building a scalable AI workflow. Our journey today will take us through the entire pipeline, starting with data ingestion and wrapping up with model deployment in production. Whether you're a seasoned data scientist, a machine learning engineer, or someone interested in AI, this video will provide valuable insights and practical tips to get your AI projects up and running smoothly. Let's get started. Section 1: Understanding the AI Workflow. Before we jump into the nitty-gritty of building a scalable AI workflow, it's important to understand what an AI workflow actually entails. An AI workflow is a standardized method that encompasses all the steps required to create and deploy an AI model. This process usually involves data collection, data preprocessing, feature engineering, model training, evaluation, and deployment. Each of these steps is crucial in ensuring that your AI model performs well and can be used effectively in real-world applications. In a scalable workflow, each of these components must be designed to handle increases in data volume and complexity without sacrificing performance or accuracy. As your project grows, so too do the challenges associated with managing and processing that data. A well-structured AI workflow will equip you with the tools and methodologies to address these challenges. Section 2: Data Ingestion. The first step in our AI workflow is data ingestion. This is where it all begins, and it's crucial to get this right for the rest of the workflow to function effectively. Data ingestion involves collecting data from various sources and bringing it into your system for processing. There are two primary types of data ingestion: batch and real-time. Batch ingestion involves collecting and processing large volumes of data at scheduled intervals. This approach is often used for data that doesn't change frequently and is suitable for applications like monthly sales reports. On the other hand, real-time ingestion, also known as streaming data ingestion, allows you to process data as it arrives. This is important for applications that require immediate insights, such as fraud detection in financial transactions or monitoring social media trends. For scalable workflows, you need to ensure your data ingestion methods can handle expanding data sources. This might involve utilizing cloud-based storage solutions, such as Amazon S3 or Google Cloud Storage, which can scale with your needs. Tools like Apache Kafka or AWS Kinesis can facilitate real-time data ingestion, allowing you to stream data into your processing pipeline seamlessly. Section 3: Data Storage. Once you've ingested your data, it needs to be stored appropriately. The choice of storage solution is critical for scalability. You have several options, including relational databases, NoSQL databases, and data lakes. Relational databases like PostgreSQL are great for structured data and complex queries, while NoSQL databases such as MongoDB or Cassandra are better suited for unstructured or semi-structured data. Data lakes, including AWS Lake Formation or Azure Data Lake, are becoming increasingly popular for storing large volumes of diverse data types. They allow you to store data in its raw format and only transform it when needed, making it a flexible option for scalable workflows. It's also important to consider how you will manage your data storage. Implementing data governance and ensuring compliance with regulations like GDPR or CCPA is essential. Having a clear strategy for data lifecycle management will help you maintain data quality and relevance over time. Section 4: Data Preprocessing. With your data stored, the next step is data preprocessing. This is where you clean, transform, and prepare your data for analysis. Data preprocessing can include several tasks, such as handling missing values, normalizing data, encoding categorical variables, and removing outliers. The goal of data preprocessing is to ensure that your data is in the best possible shape for your machine learning algorithms. This is crucial because the quality of your data directly impacts the performance of your models. For scalability, consider automating your preprocessing steps using tools like Apache Spark or TensorFlow data validation. This will allow you to efficiently handle larger datasets while maintaining consistent preprocessing practices. Section 5: Feature Engineering. Once your data is cleaned and preprocessed, it's time to move on to feature engineering. Feature engineering is the process of selecting, modifying, or creating new features from your existing data to improve the performance of your machine learning models. This can involve techniques such as polynomial feature generation, interaction features, and even domain-specific transformations. A scalable workflow should also include a systematic approach for feature selection. Techniques like recursive feature elimination or using algorithms that provide feature importance scores can help you identify which features contribute most to your model's predictive power. Remember, the goal is to reduce dimensionality without losing essential information, which can improve model performance and decrease training time. Section 6, Model Training. Now that you have your features prepared, it's time for model training. This is where the magic happens. Your data will start to reveal patterns, and you'll use algorithms to create predictive models. Choosing the right model for your task is crucial, whether it's classification, regression, or clustering. For scalable workflows, consider using frameworks like TensorFlow or PyTorch, which are designed to handle large datasets and complex computations. Leveraging distributed computing on platforms like Apache Spark can also significantly speed up training times, especially when working with massive datasets. Don't forget to tune your hyperparameters during the training phase. Automated hyperparameter tuning tools like Apuna or Bayesian optimization can help you systematically explore different combinations of parameters to find the best performing model. Section 7, Model Evaluation. After training, you need to evaluate your model's performance. This usually involves splitting your data into training, validation, and test sets. Common metrics for evaluation include accuracy, precision, recall, F1 score, and ROSAUC, depending on the nature of your problem. In a scalable workflow, you should also consider implementing cross-validation techniques. K-fold cross-validation can help ensure that your model generalizes well to unseen data, which is especially important when you're dealing with large datasets that can introduce variance. Beware of overfitting, which can occur when your model learns the training data too well, including noise and outliers. Regularization techniques can help mitigate this risk, ensuring that your model performs well not just on the training set but also in production. Section 8, Model Deployment. Now that you have a trained and evaluated model, it's time to deploy it into production. Model deployment is a critical step that can significantly impact the success of your AI project. There are several deployment strategies to consider: batch processing, real-time inference, and microservices architecture. Batch processing is suitable for applications where predictions can be made periodically, such as generating reports. Real-time inference, however, is necessary for applications like recommendation engines or fraud detection, where immediate predictions are required. Microservices architecture allows you to deploy your models independently, making it easier to scale and update them without affecting the entire system. Tools like Docker and Kubernetes can facilitate containerization and orchestration, enabling you to manage your deployed models efficiently. Section 9, Monitoring and Maintenance. Once your model is deployed, it doesn't just sit there, it needs to be actively monitored and maintained. This is essential for ensuring that it continues to perform well over time. You should track metrics such as response time, accuracy, and user feedback. Implementing monitoring solutions like Prometheus or Grafana can help you visualize these metrics and identify any issues quickly. Regular maintenance should also include retraining your model with new data, especially in dynamic environments where data distributions may change over time. Additionally, consider implementing A/B testing to compare different versions of your model or to evaluate new features before full deployment. This will help you make informed decisions about updates and ensure that your model continuously improves. Conclusion. And there you have it, your complete guide to building a scalable AI workflow from data ingestion to model deployment in production. We've covered the entire pipeline, emphasizing the importance of each step and how to ensure scalability. By implementing a structured approach, utilizing the right tools, and continuously monitoring your models, you can create an efficient workflow that meets the demands of your applications. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content on AI and machine learning. We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences with AI workflows in the comments below. What challenges have you faced, and what solutions have you found? Let's continue this conversation. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.